It won't all be bad. Let me introduce you to some of my most interesting associates. To spurn the caviar of the Kaviri sturgeon. They're casting pearls before swine. At long last. Come with me to the fore. I won't see much elsewise. Fuck 'em. Typical aristocrat cunt. I've grown accustomed. See you're still seeking to lose. I'm game. There's Yaramir, art dealer. A purer snob I've never known. But he knows paintings like no other. Folk are assembling. Auction's about to start. Time we went upstairs. All kinds of valuables. Rare weaponry, exotica. But I've got my eye on a selection of canvases by the master portraitists of the Maribor School. Van de Noob and Longendijk. All right, let's go. Ink spot upon ink spot. Sheer number of them's doing me heed in. An awful hermit, that one. Not a wee bit like his da, my little keep his soul. Any chance for 15? Oh, hard luck, Geralt. Your cards, though. You find them in the crapper. Didn't they line up, did they? Aye, I play. Aye? And? Aye. And I've nae seen a purer example of the benevolent state. Besides, we've tried and true methods for collecting debts. Bloke's not scintillating in conversation, I'll grant you, but he's a right fiend at the card table. No matter. Maybe next time. Business is booming. There's profit to be made from war, provided you've the know-how. Before Nilfgaard had even crossed the Pontar, I'd contracted for insured deliveries of wood and iron from Kovir, reaped a 7-fold return on my investment. But you'll bid anyhow, won't ye? If only for sport. But I plough and have been, and he's coming with me. In you go, Geralt. But perhaps the Countess has got other Witcher curios she's willing to part with. Or acquire. Perhaps ye could trade. I'd charge 5%. A modest, transaction fee. But Horst would like to show his heed during the auction. I'll introduce you then. Can't rightly recall the last time I was so thoroughly thrashed. The card's yours. Course I'm not. It's all muck and rubbish to me. Point of fact, I'll just wrap 'em in paper and lock 'em in the vault. Come, Geralt. Let's have a blether with another. Course, I'll arrange it right away. Did he happen to say what it was? Dinna make a fuss now. I'm a dwarf and a banker, so I've doubly thick skin. Good luck to you. Dinna ye say such things, Countess. You look right fetching to me. Got the distinct impression the two of yous started off on the wrong foot. Perhaps we should raise a toast to... Forgive me, Geralt, but business is business. Fuck your orders. Need I take this up with the sergeant? I thought not. Now, stand to attention and shut your giggy. Funny. Duke Clivet declared bankruptcy. By that ring on his finger. Shite, is it fat? Gentlemen, no reason to lose our composure. Raise our voices. Geralt, I hope that painting's no source of grief. Quite the opportunity, that. Geralt, you thought of buying real estate. Could get you attractive terms on a mortgage. Geralt, no offence, pal. But if you didn't pay those tax arrears, I can't do shite for you. Good to see you again, Hilbert. Time we were going. Listen, if you decide to buy into that fund we discussed, you know where to find me. Greetings to the Honourable Countess. Madam, allow me to introduce my dear friend, Geralt of Rivia. Greetings, Horst. Allow me to introduce a dear friend and associate, Geralt of Rivia, who... I knew the bug'd get you. Name's a historical legacy, Geralt. Auction house was founded by two brothers, Horst's father and an uncle. In this generation, here, ought to do you for a bit of daffery. Happy hunting to you, Halbert. It's been years. Allow me to introduce yous. Geralt of Rivia. Some Scoia'tael dregs hang about Oxenfurt. There's an elf among 'em has a unique. I've also heard tell of a druid named Ermion. Bugger's deck is supposedly legendary. Auction won't start for a time yet, it seems. Honestly, he asked a question. It were a simple inquiry. How can I be of service? How's it? Got your eye on any spackly bits today? All so tall, you'd think the room was full of horses. I prefer the term savings and loan banking. But all in all, aye, that's how my preference lies. I shan't pretend it's otherwise. I'll need a spell to verify that the issue is creditworthy, but it shouldn't take long. In the meantime, have you got a budget? You prepared to bid? There was, but they moved it. You see, Radovid offered Horst a preferential tax rate. 0%. Lady Yennefer of Vengerberg long ago declared herself your guarantor, were these circumstances ever to arise. Matters little, mate. Gold knows no boundaries, naturally. Geralt, might I have a wee word? Of course, pal, and at a very favourable rate of interest. Just 1 crown on 10 when you pay me back. Oh, feared not. Och, at last. Come to the fore with me. I won't see nowt otherwise. Och, all yours, Geralt. Och, Geralt, look! Horst Besodi! Come on afore some other cocksuckers steal him. Just, well, don't expect a warm welcome. Och, Geralt, it's nothing personal, but of this principle. Got to have it. I dinna extend additional loans to existing debtors. You still owe me 200 crowns, remember? Och, Geralt, you and your sagging coin pouch. A financial advisor, that's what you need. Oh, smell it, Geralt. That's the scent of coin. Oh, sure. 'Cause I'm a dwarf, is that it? Do you also believe I know every other bleeding dwarf in existence, and at the end of each day I deepen the mine shaft in my cellar? Oh, who'd have thunk? Old hen there's Countess Mignole. Wager you'll have plenty to blather about with her. Prick in the corner's Hilbert. New coin, that one. Came into a right fortune playing Gwent. One cardinal bit I've learnt in my trade, friend. Coin dinna stink. So, what'll it be? Oh, I'd be careful with the gab, Hilbert, afore Geralt takes a mind to demanding satisfaction. Oh, interest'll be a right bit higher when that bugger next comes round asking for a loan. Oh, might be more of a problem than you'd expect. Pot calling the kettle black, I'd say. Do a lively trade in canvases yourself, my friend. Really? You're swine, you know? Finding an earring. What's that to you? Really? That's the best you've got? That's like asking a fisherman if they're biting, or an old gran about her health. Skinned me of my prime card, he did. Imagine that. One you gave me as collateral a time back. So, ready to chat someone up? It's not fitting for us to stand here like knobs. So, how goes it, Geralt? Didn't you find it irksome, I hope? So, what did he tell you? So you might think. But then there's the non-human poll tax, the church's tithe, war taxes, and my overhead. Subtract all that and you're left with a pittance. A dozen or so chests and no more. Sorry, mate, but splendid. I see you as even more credit-worthy than before. Take note, Geralt. Countess Mignole is an eminent collector of Viriminaica. Thank you for the tip, Geralt. That were nothing. That's right. So, what's she on about? The dear departed wifey claimed the same. There's Marquise Serenity, for instance. She don't boast about it, but she has one of the best decks in town, and uses it damn well. I know what I'm talking about. They'll bring out 3 lots to start with. Once they've sold, or not, there'll be an intermission. Horst Besodi will probably appear then. That's when I'll introduce yous. Think nothing of it. Only if I collect on loans and promissory notes. All right, up we go. Thought you might have a blether with us about the paintings on the block today. Truly? Huh. Shame that. Try some shoddier players, will ye? Once you've learned a few tricks, come back for a rematch. 'Twas nowt. I've always had a mind to saying to old pals and clients. Well, mate, seeing as I brought yous together, I do believe I'm owed a share of your winnings, if there are any. 10%. A finder's fee of sorts, you ken. Well, look who's here. The White Wolf himself in my humble establishment. What? Who do I spy? Geralt? Geralt of Rivia? What about in Kaveri Marks? What do you mean, why, Geralt? I've got to diversify my investments, didn't I? What's all the fash, Corporal Václav? Are you squabbling with my pal Geralt? Where are you headed in such a rush? Who have we here? Geralt, the Witcher of Rivia.
Why not?
Yaramir, might we trouble ye a wee spell? You see, I've been told you owe back taxes. That means I canna provide you any services till you take care of that wee fuck-up. You ought to know, Helbert. Geralt here's a positively superb player. Superb. You've come to the right place. A better rate you'll not find anywhere in the city.